In today's video, I'm going to show you how I risked only 0.5% of my overall account to pull a 2% gain. Would you risk 1 to make 4? Would you risk 100 to make 400? 1,000 to make 4,000? Tell me in the comments. Does that sound like good risk reward to you? Let's find out. Hey traders, as you can see, I am long GbpCad this morning. I have my risk split between 3 positions. I've been watching this pair all morning. Coming back from the holiday weekend, I really wasn't trying to jump into any trades, but I was watching it throughout the morning develop. It really showed me good structure here at like 174.50, and off that price level, I was able to identify an A1 entry signal. Now, not only was there an A1, which you've heard me talk about, that's our bread and butter signal, the one we've been using for 5 years now. There was also a D1, one of the newer signals that we teach in the divergence course. So this morning, you can see I'm up about 18, 17, now 16 pips from the best position, about 6 pips from the worst position, but all 3 positions are in profit. That's the FX trade app that you see above me. That's through hereunder, for those of you that don't know. So if I flip you over here, I have the 15-minute on the left side, the 1-minute on the right side. We're gonna look just at the 15-minute for now. I wanna just show you how I've laid out my take profit ideas. So for you guys that really follow my trades, and you guys maybe that are even trading with us already in the VIP, you know I like to grade my setups. So for me, I graded this a B setup. Really what I didn't like about this morning was the TDI starting the day down here in the sell zone. I wish that could have, started in the buy zone. That could have been better. Not that I wish, but that just could have been better. So knowing that it could be better, I sized down, I sized my overall position size a little bit lower because that decreases the overall probability of the trade. But still, when readable risk reward is created behind your entry signal, if you can grade the setups, you can still take advantage, like I am this morning, of sometimes less probable setups. Yeah, it could have been a little bit better, but there's still money to be made. So the way that I manage these B setups is I like to take profit around 1.5 to 2R, and that's when I like to move my stop into profit. Now we were almost there, but I want to see it pump a little bit higher, up to like 174.84, closer to 174.90. At that point, I'd like to then move my stop into profit and let the trade continue to develop after I close some of it. But beyond that, the EMAs, they could have been a little bit better, but still overall here showing me some bullish movement potential after the crossover here at like 1 o'clock in the morning. That was that was before I was awake, so that happened already. I woke up and saw that. Really what set the interest today, I think, was the breakout for a new high a day at 4:15. I was up for that. We saw that breakout, but from there, it really hasn't moved. It's just kind of set the level here. So now that we're getting more bullish signals, that's why I'm in the trade now, anticipating the breakout to the upside. If you look just back to yesterday, which was a bank holiday, you can see this price level here, 174.90, 175 really, was being respected pretty well. But I think that because overall here it's showing so much bullish strength, I think that if I give this time, maybe to 8, 9, 10 o'clock this morning, I think we could break out past that 175 level and push for what would be then a new high of week. So we're going to give it time. If you want to take a look real quick at the 1 hour, just so you can see TDI holding the buy zone, all the EMAs in an uptrend, 800 on the bottom, 250. So everything there telling me to be bullish as well, and that really leads me into this trade. And right there, we had our 15-minute candle close. So if you look, we're in the trade for a new high a day. Now we're going to expect some type of a retest to the previous level, but we're going to look to see if this will hold outside the yellow 8 EMA. As long as it's outside that 8 EMA, I'm waiting to move up about 1.5 to 2R, take a little bit off, move the stop into profit. That's the plan with this trade. Now, as you can see, up about 9 pips from the best position, down about right at break even. It's chopping around here on that third entry, but we're going to give it time. I'm not worried about this at all. I like that the previous candle closed for a new high of day. That tells me that this candle could be bullish. As you can see, now it's turning bullish. So this pair's got a little bit of momentum in it here as we're getting back to the week, coming back from the bank holiday on Friday, coming back from the bank holiday on Monday, and the whole weekend of Easter. We're seeing hopefully some volume come back into the market, because that's what we need to get this thing to move. So it's 7:45. If you have any questions, drop a comment down below. Make sure you hit the pinned comment as well and sign up for our weekly email list. I send out my new podcast every week. I send out my best videos from the previous week. It's a really, really great email to kind of set your intention for the week for your trading, and it's totally free. So hit the pinned comment, drop any comments or questions that you have down below as well, and I'll be sure to get back to you guys. And then here, take a look at the FX trade. You can see we're in profit, so we're going to give it plenty of time. I'll be back. Okay, guys, we're headed into the 8:15 candle. I've closed one of the positions, about 25% of the trade here. You can see the stop losses on both of the remaining positions are also locked in profit. My entry at 74.56 has a stop loss about 4 pips above that at 74.60. And my entry at 74.52 has a stop loss right above that at about 74.59. So I can't give back any money. And now what we're gonna do, if we turn to the 15-minute, is continue to take it candle by candle. If you look, since we took our entry, it broke for a new high of day. It pulled back for 15 minutes, but again, if you follow the rules and you let it close, you don't make a decision mid-candle, then you're going to stay in this trade based on that close and then be able to take advantage of the push that I'm in right now. So now with this close for another new high of day, we're going to continue to give it time. Something that I'm going to put on here is my ADR indicator. Now, I know some of you guys have had a hard time finding the ADR indicator. For some reason, they banned my ADR tool. I don't know how to get it back right now, but if you search in the indicator section, other ADR indicators, they are available. So there's many, many different ADRs that you can use, but all of them are basically the same. What I can see here is that average daily range for GCAD is about 150 pips. We are, from where we stand now, about 27 pips away from hitting that 150 pip move for the day or so. So we still have about 2R or so to give on this trade with my stop locked in profit on both of these positions. So we're gonna give it more time, but I did wanna come on and show you that I took some profit, locked the stop, can't give any money back, and it's a good start to the week. This is really the only thing that I tried to drive home with my videos, showing you the repeatable patterns, showing you the repeatable management, showing you the repeatable entry signal. Again, it's just the same thing in all these videos. I know it's repetitive, but that's the point. That's how you can build a trading business. It's by being this consistent. So I hope it helps. Let's give it a few minutes. We'll see what this candle does. If I take off a little bit more, I'll come back on and keep you guys updated. But I'd like to give this candle by candle at least another 45 minutes. All right, guys, I am out of the trade, as you can see, completely. It is 9:37. Put the P&L here. 2% gain today. This is a really solid trade. I want to show you why I decided to pull the trade here before I got stopped in profit. I just got off the call with some of our traders up in Alaska. We were just catching up on some of the ideas for the future Black Shirt call topics and timings. So I wanted to touch base with them. Got off the call, came here to the 1 minute on GCAD as the trade was starting to pull back. And I want to show you the divergence that really told me that this trade was probably done moving. So you can see, if we blow up the TDI, if I double click it, it blows it up really big. Here's the RSI high way back here at 652. So price action, since before our trade, has been building divergence. So with that divergence on top and then a break here and retest of the 50 EMA on the 1 minute, that tells me we could come down here to the 200. Now, if we get to the 200 and break, we could come down here to the 800. If we make it down all the way to the 800 EMA here at the blue line, that would have stopped me out in profit. So I decided to take the full trade, make sure I bagged the 2% gain before I got stopped in profit, just because I had enough signals with this divergence, with the break of the 50, the retest of the 50, telling me that this is probably going to come lower and stop me out. As you can see, it looks like I was right. It would have stopped me out right here at the blue line. So it was smart to pull the trade when I did. It kept a couple of pips in my account. And I think that that's just market experience. You gain that as you use the systems more and more. But I hope that today's trade really was clear for you to follow, right? You can see the breakout signal here on the 15 minute off the 21 EMA, candle by candle. It kept us in that trade up to 3R. Risk 13. I mean, to pull at most this went, 46 pips. That's a solid trade. And again, the theme here, what I want you to take out of this video, if you're watching through to the end, this is the repeatable patterns that we talk about. This is what we teach in the course. I can't make it any clearer than this, guys. Go watch the other live trade recaps. You're going to see these repeatable patterns in all of my trades. And I hope that helps. It's good risk reward behind a repeatable entry and exit system. That's all we're doing here. So if you have any questions, any comments, please drop them down below. Make sure you subscribe. Give me a thumbs up if you did find some value. And I'll see you guys in the next trade.